unveiling history's most inbred women. In history, names like Cleopatra Selene II, Queen Victoria, and Empress Elizabeth of Austria stand as testaments to royal lineage and dynastic complexities. However, today's challenges, from genetic health risks to societal norms, cast a new light on the historical practices of intra-family marriages. Buckle up for a captivating journey as we unveil the intriguing and often tragic tales of history's most inbred women. Starting off with Cleopatra Selene II of Mauritania. Cleopatra Selene II was born into the illustrious Ptolemaic dynasty, a line renowned for its intrigue, power, and, unfortunately, its inbreeding. Her parents, Cleopatra VII and Mark Antony, ruled over Egypt during a tumultuous period of ancient history. Cleopatra Selene II's marriage to her cousin, Ptolemy of Mauritania, continued the tradition of intrafamily unions, a practice that had become all too common among royal circles. Despite her royal lineage, Cleopatra Selene II's life was fraught with challenges. The political landscape of the time was shifting, with Rome exerting its influence over the Mediterranean region. As a result, Cleopatra Selene II and her husband faced pressure from both external powers and internal conflicts within their own kingdom. The legacy of the Ptolemaic dynasty was in jeopardy, and Cleopatra Selene II found herself navigating treacherous waters to maintain her family's position of power. The consequences of inbreeding were not just political but also personal. Cleopatra Selene II's descendants struggled with health issues and internal strife, further complicating the survival of their lineage. The story of Cleopatra Selene II is a bit similar to that of Joanna of Castile. Joanna of Castile, famously known as Joanna the Mad, was a tragic figure in European history. Born into the powerful Catholic monarchs, Isabella I of Castile and Ferdinand II of Aragon, Joanna's royal lineage was both a blessing and a curse. Her marriage to her cousin, Philip the Handsome, marked the beginning of a series of intra-family unions within the Habsburg dynasty. Despite her intelligence and capabilities, Joanna's mental stability became a topic of scrutiny and tragedy. The pressures of her position, coupled with the genetic repercussions of inbreeding, led to her being labeled as mad. Her struggles with mental health were not just a personal ordeal but also a reflection of the broader challenges faced by royal families engaged in consanguineous marriages. The legacy of Joanna the Mad extends beyond her own life. Her descendants, including famous rulers such as Philip II of Spain, grappled with inherited health issues and political complexities. The Habsburg dynasty's penchant for intra-family unions ultimately contributed to its decline, highlighting the dangers of prolonged inbreeding within royal circles. As the Habsburg dynasty grappled with the consequences of prolonged inbreeding, a new chapter unfolded with Queen Victoria's ascent to the British throne. Queen Victoria, often referred to as the grandmother of Europe, left an indelible mark on history. Her reign witnessed the height of the British Empire's power and influence, but it also revealed the hidden costs of dynastic inbreeding. Victoria's marriage to her first cousin, Prince Albert of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha, set the stage for a pattern of intermarriages within European royalty. The genetic legacy of Queen Victoria's lineage became tragically evident with the prevalence of hemophilia among her descendants. The royal disease, as it came to be known, afflicted several of Victoria's children and grandchildren, leading to personal suffering and political complications. The challenges faced by Victoria's family members shed light on the risks associated with consanguineous marriages. Despite her strong leadership and contributions to the Victorian era's cultural and industrial advancements, Queen Victoria's legacy is also intertwined with the medical and genetic consequences of inbreeding. Her story serves as a cautionary tale about the delicate balance between dynastic preservation and the health risks posed by intra-family unions. As Queen Victoria's reign waned, her influence stretched beyond the borders of England, shaping European politics and royal intermarriages. Among those influenced was Empress Elizabeth of Austria, whose life mirrored Victoria's in its blend of glamour and tragedy. Empress Elizabeth, commonly known as Sisi, captivated the imagination of Europe during the 19th century. Her beauty, intellect, and independent spirit were overshadowed by the genetic complexities of the Habsburg dynasty. Elizabeth's marriage to her cousin, Emperor Franz Joseph I of Austria continued the tradition of dynastic alliances within the Habsburg family. The consequences of prolonged inbreeding were evident in Elizabeth's descendants. Physical deformities, health issues, and mental instability plagued successive generations of the Habsburg dynasty. Crown Prince Rudolf, Elizabeth's son, faced immense pressure and psychological challenges, illustrating the personal toll of dynastic inbreeding on royal heirs. Despite her efforts to navigate the political intrigues of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, Empress Elizabeth's life was marked by tragedy and loss. The genetic legacy of the Habsburg dynasty, exacerbated by intra-family marriages, contributed to the decline of imperial power and the eventual dissolution of the empire. Elizabeth's story reflects the intertwined fates of royal lineages and the haunting consequences of consanguinity. Amidst the fading glories of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, Empress Elizabeth's struggles mirrored those of another royal figure across Europe. Queen Isabella II of Spain, like Elizabeth, grappled with the weight of her lineage and the intricate web of familial ties that bound her fate. Queen Isabella II's reign was a tumultuous period in Spanish history, characterized by political upheaval and personal challenges. As a descendant of Joanna of Castile, Isabella II inherited not only a royal title, but also a legacy of intra-family marriages within the Habsburg dynasty. Her marriage to her double cousin Francisco de Assis continued this tradition of consanguinity. The genetic consequences of inbreeding manifested in Isabella II's family, leading to health issues and power struggles. The instability within the Spanish monarchy, exacerbated by internal conflicts and external pressures, mirrored the genetic complexities of dynastic alliances. Isabella II's reign was marked by controversies and challenges, further compounded by the inherited risks of consanguineous unions. Despite her efforts to navigate the political landscape of 19th-century Spain, Isabella II's legacy is intertwined with the genetic legacy of her ancestors. The perils of dynastic inbreeding, including health complications and political instability, cast a shadow over her rule and the broader history of European royalty. Next, we have Empress Eugenie of France. Empress Eugenie, wife of Napoleon III, was a prominent figure in 19th-century France. Her marriage to Napoleon III, a member of the Bonaparte family, represented a union of power and prestige. However, Eugenie's lineage, tracing back to the Spanish branch of the House of Bourbon, also carried a history of intra-family marriages and genetic complexities. The genetic disorders prevalent in the Bourbon family, including hemophilia and mental health issues, affected Eugenie's children and grandchildren. Despite her efforts to promote social causes and cultural advancements, Eugenie's personal life was marked by the challenges of dynastic inbreeding. The health issues faced by her family members underscored the genetic risks associated with royal alliances. Empress Eugenie's legacy extends beyond her role as a consort. Her advocacy for education, arts, and charitable causes left a lasting impact on French society. However, the shadow of dynastic inbreeding and its genetic consequences loomed over her family's history, revealing the complexities of royal lineage and the personal toll of inherited disorders. Empress Eugenie's concerns about the consequences of dynastic inbreeding were mirrored in the life of Princess Feodora of Leiningen. As a half-sister to Queen Victoria, Feodora grappled with the complexities of royal lineage. Princess Feodora, half-sister of Queen Victoria, navigated the complexities of royal life amidst the challenges of dynastic inbreeding. Her marriage to her cousin, Ernst I, Prince of Hohenlohe-Langenburg, continued the tradition of intra-family unions within European royalty. The genetic risks associated with such marriages were evident in Feodora's descendants. The Habsburg and British royal families shared a history of consanguinity, leading to health issues and genetic disorders among their members. Feodora's children faced challenges attributed to inbreeding, highlighting the medical risks posed by dynastic alliances. Despite her familial ties to the British monarchy, Feodora's story is also a cautionary tale about the genetic consequences of royal intermarriages. The intergenerational impact of dynastic inbreeding shaped Feodora's family history. The recognition of inherited disorders and the need for medical intervention underscored the broader implications of consanguineous unions. Feodora's life serves as a reminder of the delicate balance between royal preservation and the health risks posed by intra-family marriages. As her descendants grappled with inherited afflictions across borders, another princess, Maria Josefa of Portugal, faced a similar fate. Infanta Maria Josefa, daughter of King Miguel I of Portugal, navigated the challenges of dynastic inbreeding within the Portuguese royal family. Her marriage to her uncle, Dom Carlos, further consolidated the genetic ties within the royal lineage. The consequences of prolonged inbreeding became evident in Maria Josefa's descendants. The Portuguese monarchy, like many European royal houses, faced the risks of inherited disorders and health complications due to intra-family unions. Maria Josefa's children and grandchildren grappled with the genetic legacy of consanguinity, highlighting the medical challenges faced by royal heirs. Despite her familial ties and royal status, Maria Josefa's story reveals the hidden costs of dynastic inbreeding. The recognition of genetic risks and the need for medical interventions became integral aspects of Maria Josefa's family history. The interplay between royal preservation and the health implications of consanguineous marriages shaped the trajectory of her descendants. Maria Josefa's life serves as a cautionary tale about the complexities of royal lineage and the genetic consequences of intra-family unions. Another one is Maria Theresa, one of the most influential Habsburg rulers, faced the challenges of dynastic inbreeding within the Austrian Empire. Her marriage to her cousin, Francis I, continued the tradition of intra-family alliances within the Habsburg dynasty. The genetic consequences of such unions became apparent in Maria Theresa's descendants. The extensive intermarriages within the Habsburg family led to physical deformities, health issues, and genetic disorders among successive generations. Maria Theresa's children and grandchildren grappled with the personal and medical challenges attributed to inbreeding. Despite her administrative prowess and political achievements, Maria Theresa's legacy is also intertwined with the genetic complexities of royal alliances. The recognition of inherited disorders and the efforts to address medical challenges shaped Maria Theresa's reign and the subsequent Habsburg dynasty. The interplay between dynastic preservation and the health risks posed by consanguinity remained a central theme in her family's history. Maria Theresa's story serves as a reminder of the enduring consequences of intra-family unions within European royalty. While Maria Theresa navigated the Habsburg dynasty's genetic intricacies, Empress Alexandra bore the burden of inherited disorders within the Romanovs. Empress Alexandra, wife of Tsar Nicholas II, grappled with the challenges of dynastic inbreeding within the Russian imperial family. Her German lineage, tracing back to the House of Hesse, carried a history of intra-family marriages and genetic complexities. The consequences of such unions became tragically evident in Alexandra's family. The genetic disorders prevalent in the Hesse family, including hemophilia, affected Alexandra's children and contributed to the downfall of the Romanov dynasty. The personal tragedies faced by Alexandra's family members, compounded by political turmoil, underscored the risks associated with consanguineous marriages. Despite her devotion to religious causes and family responsibilities, Alexandra's life was marked by the genetic complexities of royal alliances. Empress Alexandra's story reflects the intertwined fates of dynastic preservation and the health risks posed by inbreeding. The recognition of inherited disorders and the search for medical solutions remained ongoing challenges within the Russian imperial family. Alexandra's legacy serves as a poignant reminder of the personal and historical consequences of consanguinity in royal circles. These expanded narratives delve deeper into the lives and legacies of history's most inbred women, highlighting the personal, medical, and historical challenges they faced. The interplay between dynastic preservation, genetic consequences, and personal tragedies sheds light on the complex tapestry of royal lineages and the enduring impact of consanguinity in shaping history. And that's it from this video. See you in the next one.